loving relationship, and I'm so thankful for that. But it hasn't changed my worth. It hasn't changed how I view myself, if that makes sense. So, the best way to put it, sorry, I'm trying to get comfortable. The best way to explain it is I don't love myself more or think that I am better. I'm not. I'm happier, but it's a different type of happy. So, I was still happy before being in a relationship. And I would say men and women do it, but I don't know, be honest and just say I see mostly girls, women, thinking oh, what's wrong with me? I'm not, I'm single, am I ever gonna find somebody? Relationships don't change that about you, and it doesn't mean anything about, who you are. I think if you're in a relationship after relationship after relationship after relationship after relationship, and I'm not talking about just getting to know people and So yeah, I spent my early 20s single and I loved it. There was moments where you see people your age and they're getting married or they have dates to just like football games and someone cute to take pictures with, whatever. You see that and like there's a part of you that's like I wish that was me. but I encourage everybody, like if you're still listening, I would encourage anyone, when you're sitting envying other people, especially for their relationship, know that when you see them out and all the smiles and the pictures and everything, you are seeing maybe 5% of who they are. Just 5, just 5, just 5, just 5. And I'm not like cynical. I'm not saying, oh, like everybody's miserable behind closed doors. No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, don't envy people. Don't envy people for that, because you can envy someone's relationship. Like they can be so happy, so in love, like they would do anything for each other. But their relationship, if you were put in their shoes, you would be miserable because it's not a dynamic that you would like. So I'll give another example. Me and my boyfriend, we love to I don't know if the right word would be but we like to spat. I guess that would be the right word. We love to just banter 100% jokingly. Like we're like, like we just think it's so funny and we just giggle and laugh together, but we can say like jokingly mean things, and it's like all in like respect, and it's all like in a certain setting. Like he's like, we're not gonna ever say these things like in front of other people. We're not hiding. Like it's just we don't want people to have like misunderstand like how we're speaking to one another, because we know what we kind of like how we talk to each other, and we think it's so funny. But I don't mean anything disrespectful. Like we are not like saying anything like crazy. Like it's just like how like I don't know, like sibling banter, I guess. But my best friend, she just got engaged. They've been together. They just celebrated their 9-year anniversary. 9 years. And they would never, ever talk like that. Never, ever. And it's a simple thing like that. Like, their relationship, they're happy. It's working for them. That would drive me nuts. I'd be so bored. They would hate being in our shoes because they don't like that. And I think in those terms, like, you just cannot, because comparison really is the theft of joy. Because if you look at every single couple in the world that stayed together, they never broke up, whether they got married or not. Not all of them, none of them will look the same. You can have overarching, like, themes, but it's not gonna be what you think it is, so don't think that. So, I just kinda, like, I've noticed that, like, as I've grown and gotten older, something else that I've seen, especially maybe upon reflection, is when you are with someone go about my day and overcome difficult circumstances with knowing that he's by my side. It changes you. It makes you feel almost indestructible, which is how a relationship should be. It should be people pairing to merge their strengths, not to. I don't know if my TV just went off. Oh, okay, that's actually much better. I should have done that earlier. So I don't see a lot of couples doing that. Like, truly having a game plan and having those tough conversations. Like, it shouldn't just be about the Instagram and the dinners and the gifts and the matching outfits. Yes, that is so fun if that's your thing. But it should help you. It should, like, you should want to be better. You should strive for more. And I'm not saying this is like a relationship expert, because I'm not. I'm not, but I am somebody that these topics, especially as a younger person in this world, where I keep seeing these people of every generation keep making the same mistakes. Like, why be with someone when if you just wait a little longer, you can be treasured, and people deserve that. People deserve to feel special, and I think I didn't realize until, I guess this is like maybe something else I've learned, but I didn't realize until my current relationship how much I hid myself from people. And what I mean by that is there was like always like a mask or like a layer of myself that was just like guarding me, and you could say it was like a protection thing, but there was so much of me, like, I didn't even realize I was doing it. And being with him, like, I was just unguarded. Like, it didn't matter. I didn't feel threatened. I didn't feel like there was no like second guessing. And I used to have, like, when I was younger, an anxious attachment style. Then I became a dismissive avoidant horribly. Guys, I was so dismissively avoidant that I physically ran from multiple dates. I was in no danger. I just ran because I was avoidant. The nicer the guy was, the more that I got the ick, and the more likely I ran. Now, I will say this, out of all my dates I've ran from, I'm very thankful I didn't run from my current boyfriend, because he was so sweet. He's so sweet. But I'll say this. When we met, it was our first date. First date, he gets out of his car. Now, he has a nice car. So I was like, okay, nice car. rest is history. I did not. I told him that I hate hats and it causes male pattern baldness. He doesn't wear hats anymore. So, I'm not controlling. I told him once I didn't like hats and he just quit wearing them on his own accord. I followed up a few months ago and was like, you know, you never wear hats anymore. And he was like, you don't like them? And I was like, okay, yeah, like, I don't want you to wear them, like, out to dinner and, like, whatever. Like, but if you want to wear them, like, whatever. And he was like, it's too late now. Okay, sorry. I was like, sorry. I didn't mean to, like, burst your bubble. He was like, yeah, it was time I outgrew that. He has nice, like, pretty, like, blonde hair. Like, dirty blonde. I'm like, don't hide that. I cut his hair. So, yeah, I want it shown off, you know. I don't know how I just got off on that, like, tangent, but I just, oh my god, I just stared myself in the eye. But yeah, I think relationships can, like, make you flourish even more, or they're gonna stifle you, and you have to really be careful. Most people aren't careful. You just get ugly and nasty and just rot together, and that's just not the way. Not the way. Relationships, like, scarred me and scared me for a very, very long time. And being in a place where I finally felt, like, open enough to people are too silly. Too silly. I used to play this game with men. I would put 2 questions in one message, and if they didn't respond to both, I would just ghost. Like, it's 2 questions. Like, I'm not asking you to, like, recite the Constitution. Like, I'm just asking you to answer, like, 2 yes or no questions. They can't do it. You need to leave. Because as a woman, especially, we're gonna ask multiple things, and we're gonna need multiple things. I need your attention. Like, I don't know, it's stupid, but it was just my little way of just being like, you're dumb. And this is not a man-hating video. I'm not, like, saying that at all. I do think that, like, I think that women are not good at, like, conveying what they want and then standing up for it and being like, no, like, we're not doing this, we're not playing this game. I think men are really terrible at how to play women. Like, really bad. So there's just, like, this, you know. But if, like, a man and a woman, or whatever the case may be, if 2 people are, like, being, like, really serious about an actual relationship, then you're not gonna have all those issues that, like, people talk about online and they worry about. Like, that will go away. Like, you don't need to be thinking, like, 5, 10 steps ahead. Like, it's not serious. So you shouldn't overthink it. That should be, like, the beginning stages. Should be so fun, and, like, just, like, getting to know someone and then being just, like, so close to you. I think that's just so cute, and you don't get that back. Like, don't spend the time. Wishing